Aloha everyone and welcome to Skincare with Hyram. If you don't know who I am, my name is Hyram and I'm passionate about teaching you how- what? What am I doing with my hands? If you don't know who I am, my name's Hyram and I'm passionate about teaching you how to perfect your skincare routine. So make sure you subscribe to my channel and to the notification bell so that you can see my videos every single week. Wow, that was a hot mess. I hit myself in the mouth. Lord, I am tired. This is my third night of no sleep. Well, no, that's a lie. I got 4 hours of sleep last night. I think I've gotten 6 hours of sleep in the last 3 days. I'm exhausted. I'm tired. Tired of this bullshit. And the best part is I have 4 more all-nighters to pull. I know you guys are going to be bullying me in the comments saying that I need sleep, but if you were only in this position, you would understand the stress. Anyway, wow, that has nothing to do with today's video. In today's video, I want to talk about new ingredients that are amazing that you probably have never heard of. I love learning about new ingredients, trying them out on my skin, and inevitably still pronouncing them wrong, like I do with every fucking ingredient on my channel. Even though I don't know how to pronounce every single ingredient, I love learning about ingredients. I think they're so fascinating to learn what ingredient does what, how it helps with what concern in the skin, how they work together and alongside each other in a formula to be amazing for your skin. I just find it so fascinating. I think it's so interesting and I always love being on the lookout for new ingredients. And you know, you have your tried and true ingredients in the skincare industry right now. You know, the hyaluronic acids and the niacinamides and the retinols, which pretty much everyone knows or most people know. But there are so many ingredients out there that have incredible benefits that are severely underrated or most people just don't even really know about. And that's what I want to reveal in today's video. Even though on my channel I like to talk about the tried and true ingredients, I personally will say I'm always on the lookout for newer, innovative, incredible ingredients to learn about and use on my skin. I don't know, I just nerd out a little bit and I know a lot of people who watch my videos probably wouldn't be interested in that shit, but I find it fascinating. And in this video, I've compiled some of my favorite ingredients that I think are severely underrated, that deliver incredible results to the skin and just need to be in more products. And of course, you know I'm gonna hook you up with the product recommendations as well. But yeah, if you wanna geek out with me, let's get into it. Some of these ingredients you may recognize if you watch a lot of videos on my channel, but some of these ingredients, I don't even know if I've really talked about them on my channel very frequently. So for the first one, I'm going to ease into it a little bit and talk about an ingredient that I have mentioned here on my channel pretty frequently, but still most people don't really know about. Mandelic Acid, the incredible exfoliating ingredient that works just as well as traditional AHAs, but delivers way less potential sensitivity to the skin. I love a good chemical exfoliant. Everyone should love a good chemical exfoliant because they're awesome. But I will admit that sometimes that glycolic acid bitch is a little bit too sensitizing for my skin and I do notice some stinging and burning and just some discomfort. And there are so many of you guys on my channel constantly talking about how most exfoliating products on the market are too strong for you. And that's probably because you may have a mild sensitivity to traditional AHAs, which in my experience, 95% of the time are the ingredients used in chemical exfoliants. Ingredients like lactic acid, glycolic acid, salicylic acid, and sometimes malic acid, although that one's not as common. Don't get me wrong, all these ingredients are amazing, but they may not be best for everyone's skin type and could cause some sensitivity. The benefit of an ingredient like mandelic acid is that it operates just as well as these other ingredients to really effectively exfoliate the skin, but there's significantly less reports of sensitivity and irritation. And honestly, I will admit, if I had to choose between like glycolic acid and lactic acid or mandelic acid, I would opt for mandelic acid. I just think it's amazing because it's a great, gentle way of exfoliating your skin, getting the results that you want without any possible sensitivity side effects. And of course, not everyone's skin will agree with mandelic acid. That's just the way skincare works. Anyone can have a sensitivity to anything, but I think it's an incredible ingredient that should be used in more products and I wish was more present in the Western skincare world. I do see mandelic acid a lot in Eastern skincare, but not as much in the USA, which I don't know why. We need to catch the fuck up. As for products though, one of my tried and true mandelic acid favorite products is the BioWish Trend Mandelic Acid 5% Water. I really enjoy this one because first of all, it's in a water format, so it really quickly absorbs into the skin and doesn't feel heavy. That's really nice because sometimes with exfoliating serums, I don't want it to feel super greasy or super heavy because I'm going to be layering other products on top of it overnight. And I like to use moisturizers overnight, so I don't need like a whole grease factory on my face. And that's the nice thing about using water. But I mostly like this because it's really gentle. It gently exfoliates. I don't notice stinging or burning. I do notice some on my neck, but everything makes me burn and sting on my neck. Sometimes even water. That's how sensitive this bitch ass neck is. You gotta toughen up! It's at a good percentage to definitely be effective without being too strong strong. That being said though, I wouldn't use this product more than every other night, but it's awesome, lasts forever, and I highly recommend it. Another one I recommend, but I can't find the product, as is the case with a bunch of other products that I'm going to recommend in today's video because I'm way too lazy to dig through all of my skincare products, is the Face Theory 10% Mandelic Acid Serum. Now this one is doubly as strong as the water, so you're definitely going to notice more intense results and more rapid results with this one, and that's why I wouldn't use this serum more than 3 times a week at most. But it's good. Face Theory is a great brand, and if you're really looking for like sustainable skincare brands, it's definitely an awesome one to go for. But I think the serum is great. It delivers results if you're wanting a stronger experience and some additional exfoliating. But I will say, as for my normal routine, I personally prefer to use the Mandelic Acid water over that serum, but both are awesome. Next up is an ingredient that is popular among like the dermatologist community, but still a lot of people don't know about this ingredient. And I don't know why, because it's awesome, but I feel like I'm also partially his fault because I never recommend this ingredient on my channel, and I don't know why I don't. Azolic acid. Azolic acid has so many benefits for the skin. One of the main ones being, first of all, it's exfoliating, so it helps to get rid of dead skin cells on the face, which of course will help with things like glowy, bright skin, preventing breakouts or dull skin, all that type of stuff. But it can also help reduce reactions, redness, and bumps in the skin, which is particularly nice if you are someone who struggles with razor burn. Azolic acid is definitely that friend that you want to hang out with. I'm talking to anyone who shaves their bootay. Azolic acid is a good one for that. It can also help with hyperpigmentation and breakouts. There's just so many reasons to use azolic acid. It's awesome. It is one of those ingredients that is really tricky to formulate with, hence why you don't see it as frequently in products, and the consistencies of the products that use azelaic acid are a little bit more unique, but it's still a great ingredient to take advantage of. I personally recommend the ordinary azelaic acid suspension. This one is a great simple one that is really affordable, a great introductory product to the world of azelaic acid, and will deliver good and gentle results. It's at a 10% concentration, which is the perfect concentration for azelaic acid in my opinion, and a nice consistency. It's like a lightweight moisturizer. I also recommend, and I can't find this one anywhere, but this is the one that I've definitely used the most, the Paula's Choice 10% Azelaic Acid Booster. I have enjoyed using this one in the past. It's kind of nice because it's a little bit easier to add into your skincare routine, I found, than like a full-on moisturizer-like type product like this one. That one's also at 10%, one of Paula's Choice most popular products, I believe, and just a great one to use. I highly recommend trying out Azelaic Acid if you haven't already because it just has so many benefits, and you know, why not? The next one is one that I don't really think I've talked about much on my channel, but I am obsessed with, Matacastacide. You're probably like, what the hell came out of his mouth? Matacastacide is the powerful repairing and healing component of Centella Asiatica. Now I got your attention. Centella Asiatica is one of my favorite natural extracts. I recommend it all the time on my channel in so many different products, but the benefit of Matacastacide is that when you see it in a product, you know that you are getting a good guarantee that you're getting the benefits of Centella Asiatica. Centella Asiatica has been used for a long time to not only reduce redness and irritation of the skin, but also to help speed up wound healing and for its skin repairing benefits. And because of that, it's one of my favorite ingredients out there. It's also not an active and works amazingly if you already have sensitive skin or reactive skin like myself. And honestly, I love both Centella Asiatica and Matacastacide. Anytime I see either of them, I will immediately go after them in a product, but I feel like I haven't given as much attention to Matacastacide on my channel, and because they're technically different, I feel like I want to mention it somewhere. Some great products with Matacastacide are the B5 Cica Cream. This one's great. It's like a lightweight moisturizer that sinks into the skin pretty nicely, focused on soothing and repairing the skin. It has Matacastacide and panthenol, and just great if you want a good lightweight moisturizer. I also recommend the Rovectin Cica Care Balm. Rovectin is one of my favorite Korean skincare brands, and this one has Matacastacide in it. I haven't used this one quite as much as this one, but I want to use it a little bit more. I already love Rovectin products. They definitely fall in line with my philosophy, but when I saw that Matacastacide was in this one, I was like, ooh, I'm interested. You'll find that for Centella Asiatica, but specifically is almost completely exclusive to Eastern skincare. I rarely see it in Western skincare products, but it's a great ingredient and definitely one you want to look out for when you're looking for any product that's focused on repairing the skin or reducing sensitivity and irritation. Next up was one that you guys should all know because I featured it in a collaboration kit I did on my channel, Tranexamic Acid. Tranexamic Acid is so good for a plethora of benefits, but specifically reducing hyperpigmentation and dark spots in the face. It is a struggle trying to get rid of hyperpigmentation and dark spots, or worse, post-acne marks. Ugh, those are so frustrating because they pop up all the time, as I'm sure it will because of this bad boy that has been huge on my neck for 4 days straight. I constantly see dermatologists recommending Tranexamic Acid, specifically for people with also deeper skin tones who may be more prone to hyperpigmentation. Tranexamic Acid is one of those ingredients that's so healthy for the skin and works really well to deliver results gently but effectively. And the reason why it has been on my channel before was because it was in my Changemaker kit with the Inkylic Tranexamic Acid Night Treatment. I love this one. This is my favorite Tranexamic Acid product I've used so far. It's a nice treatment that you can use every night. Oh, and by the way, I did ask the founders of the Inkylic and they said that I could use this in pairing with my favorite moisturizer. It says to use it on its own, but I was like, I'm gonna be a rebel and use it with moisturizer anyway. And they said it's fine, so that's good. But yes, this is an amazing treatment overnight. Every time I use this, I notice a significant evenness in my skin tone, reduction of post-inflammatory hyperpigmentation, and I highly recommend it to anyone who's struggling with those issues. Unfortunately, my kit with the Inkylic did sell out like crazy fast. I think it was 12 hours. Thank you all again. That was incredible. If you didn't know that, it's because you don't follow me on my Instagram, boo. I post all the updates there. Go follow me at Skincare by Hyram. By the way, all the products that I'm talking about in today's video will be linked in the description box below. If you do want to support me and my channel, I would really appreciate it if you shop from those links. But at the end of the day, they're just there as a resource for you. Shop responsibly, absolutely no pressure whatsoever. They're just there to help you out. Another ingredient I love, which I have recommended on my channel before multiple times, is succinic acid. Succinic acid, I feel like I'm a Visco girl again. Do you guys remember that video? Succinic acid is such an intriguing ingredient to me and has such cool benefits, and I think it complements salicylic acid so well, as succinic acid can help to work to prevent the bacteria that creates acne and breakouts in the first place, while salicylic acid exfoliates deeply in the pores. I just think it's such a cool combination and a very intriguing ingredient. I had known about the ingredient before, but my first exposure to it in a product form was the Inkylic Succinic Acid Spot Treatment. I love that product. The results I've seen in my skin are incredible from that one, and I would be using it on this damn pimple, but I can't find it anywhere. I don't know where it's gone, and that's like not the biggest bottle either, so yeah, I'm not gonna look for it. I want to buy a new one, but I know they've been sold out, so I need to check again. But love that product. I haven't really seen succinic acid in a bunch of other products, so if you guys do know of any others, please comment them down below. I would love to hear your recommendations, because it is an ingredient I've thought is so intriguing for a long time, and I just really don't see it in very many products on the market. So if you have any recommendations, let me know. But I love succinic acid. I think it's such a cool ingredient, and I can't wait for more research to come out about it. Another ingredient I love, which I don't think I've ever talked about this on my channel, but I think it's an incredible ingredient, is Paciflora seed oil, otherwise known as Maracuja oil. You may recognize it from Tarte's really popular Maracuja face oil. That's really, I think, how the ingredient got super popular, but it has incredible benefits for the skin. It's not only an antioxidant, it helps to reduce redness and sensitivity in the skin, but it's also amazing for nourishing and moisturizing really dry skin. It's not only an antioxidant and also good for reducing skin sensitivity and redness. It is amazing for nourishing skin, especially if you have a dry skin type. I think the benefits of Maracuja oil are so cool, and I honestly wish it was in more types of products, because here's the thing, I know it's in the Tarte face oil, but I'm not really a face oil type person. I more so like products that include a blend of oils in, say, a serum or a moisturizer. Face oils I've never felt are really necessary to a routine, and oftentimes have so much oil present that it kind of makes it an unpleasant experience for my oily skin. But being that I love this product, I thought I would ask you guys if you do know of Maracuja being present in non-face oil products, and I'd just be curious. But this is an ingredient that has intrigued me for so long, and I think it's just really cool, really great benefits, and I really hope to see it pick up in the market. And then finally, the last ingredient, Lactobionic Acid. Now, to some of you, this might sound a little familiar, but for most people, I would say you probably don't know what this ingredient is until I say that it is a PHA. Yes, Lactobionic Acid is a PHA, and if you've watched pretty much any of my videos, I'm constantly recommending PHAs. Similar to Mandelic Acid, they are amazing for exfoliating the skin, but at a much more gentle rate than traditional AHAs. And there's two primary PHAs, Gluconolactone and Lactobionic Acid. I love Gluconolactone. It's what I'm constantly recommending with any PHA product recommendation on my channel. And the nice thing about it is that Gluconolactone is largely accessible in other countries around the world, so you can find Gluconolactone PHA products way easier than Lactobionic Acid, which for some reason a lot of countries don't like. I don't know why. When for some reason there's just not as many Lactobionic Acid products out there. But Lactobionic Acid is an amazing PHA that I think deserves more attention and should be in more products. But with all the hype surrounding Gluconolactone, I think sometimes Lactobionic Acid gets a little bit ignored, so I kind of want to bring it into the spotlight a little bit, even though we already know that I'm obsessed with Gluconolactone. Lactobionic Acid will help to gently exfoliate the skin while also focus on hydrating it and increasing the plumpness and softness of the skin. It's a great ingredient. I wish I could find it in more skincare products, but I recently discovered it in a really good product from a brand that matches my skincare philosophy almost exactly. And it's actually funny because my friend made this brand. And when I was hanging out with him, I was like, okay, bitch, give me the pitch. And he sat down and told me about his brand. And funny enough, we hadn't really discussed our skincare philosophies and whether they differed or were the same, but his philosophy is almost exactly in line with mine. And the product he has developed with Lactobionic Acid is amazing. It's the Oat Milk Pha Serum. It's a serum that's focused on gently exfoliating the skin alongside incredible ingredients like snow mushroom and an oat milk complex to help hydrate and soothe sensitivity within the skin. But with the inclusion of 5% Lactobionic Acid, it's still effective in exfoliating your skin. Not gonna lie, when he first showed me this ingredient list, I was drooling a little bit because I was like, holy shit. I love this ingredient list, and I ended up buying like 7 serums from his website. But I have been using a different one, and I love how it feels on the skin. It's not too tacky, it's not too heavy. It does a great job of exfoliating, but it's not too intense, and it's one of the few products on the market where I'm like, oh, it focuses on lactobionic acid, which is, like I said before, just not as common of an ingredient as gluconolactone. And I think the serum is awesome, and if you're looking for good exfoliation benefits, but you also have sensitive skin, or you just want to focus on making sure you don't push your skin too much, I definitely recommend this one. And those are all the ingredients. Wow, this video felt like it went really fast. I think it's just because my concept of time has completely gone because of all my all-nighters. Okay, I'm obviously very tired and very loopy. You can probably tell it by like how fucking red my eyes are. Oh no, they look fine. When I get tired, my eyes get so freaking red and my entire comment sections are like, are you high? But anyway, wow, tangent. What do you guys think of these ingredients? Do you also think that they're underrated, or do you think that they're popular enough as is? Do you like the products that I recommended? I would love to know if you have any more products using these ingredients that you would love to recommend, because I am always on the lookout for new products to obsess over. Like I said before, all the products will be linked in the description box below. I love you all. Thank you so much for watching. And if you haven't already, be sure to subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell so that you can see my videos every single week. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Mwah.